Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning from wherever you are. Coughing in the intro. What a great start. And welcome to our not reaction to the trailer. We've already seen the trailer. But we're going to give you our thoughts and what to expect in the film that is a Superman. Speaking of super, I have Superzam joining me, and we're going to go through it. Not bit by bit. We'll play the trailer first. And just so you have it there and you can see our lovely faces as the trailer plays, and then we'll find some little bits and bobs and talk about them. You know. Oh, I can't hear you now. What?
Oh no! When you changed it, the picture went.
Oh, right, yeah, because I'm not on the screen.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, it's good. Get rid of the subtitles.
Yeah, I know.
I've never seen him bleed like that. Like I've seen him being shot by kryptonite bullets and stuff and bleed that way, but to bleed from his mouth like that is unusual, and it's a very bold way to show Superman and this new version of him so vulnerable.
It starts showing a bit more vulnerable.
I think it's good that Superman is vulnerable because, like, if he's indestructible, then what the fuck? He needs to be vulnerable. I knew instantly he was calling for crypto. I knew it, man.
Yeah. Hey, mates, look, it's crypto, mate. Crypto the fucking dog. Great.
Yeah.
Crypto.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, like that.
I like this. I like this breed. It's good. There he is. That's what we need from Superman. Being a hero, saving people.
Oh, Nicholas Hoult looks great.
It's not LexCorp. It's Luthor Corp. Interesting.
Superman.
Save the Palestinian Superman.
His head shouldn't have flinched him when he got hit by the car, though.
Yeah.
Guy Gardner.
Yeah, Guy Gardner with that bowl haircut. That was the morphing guy. His name escapes. Yeah. There's quite a lot of characters in this.
Yeah, that's why I said in my initial reaction is that it's very busy. It might be okay. But I think the thing is as well is I'll just stop sharing that for now. The thing is for now is that because obviously we've seen Superman 1,000 times, we know the story, we know this. I think James Gunn, it's not a bad idea to put characters in. He's also, setting up for like future franchises. But the problem is, there's obviously the fear that he might overdo it.
That was my fear.
Yeah, like Guy Gardner being in there, Hawkgirl being in there, Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho as well, who I didn't know was in there.
Him being a villain, though, I don't mind.
Huh?
I mean, him being a villain is I don't mind in that particular sense. And bloody Ultraman looks like fucking Black Noir from Goddamn the Boys, which is a bit weird. But I was wondering who the fuck is this guy? And then I found out it's Ultraman. But Ultraman is basically the evil Superman from a parallel universe. So making him Black fucking Noir was a bit of a stretch.
So this is a multiversal thing going on here. And the thing is, Metamorpho, I don't even know if he's a villain. I think he's a...
No, he's one of those guys who's been on both sides, like he's been part of the Justice League.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's been part of the other league as well, the evil Justice League, whose name escapes me.
Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
Legion of Doom. But we got so let's I'll put the thing back up.
Well, we saw that there was like a giant monster which was blowing fire, I think, at Superman, and we saw that.
Yeah.
I really hope that's the opening and not the ending of the movie. I want that to be the beginning, not the end. I want him doing that. And what I've also noticed as well is that even though people are yearning for a more Christopher Reeve style Superman, where he's adored by everyone. Yeah, I hope that's the beginning of the film, not the end.
Yeah.
At the same time, I see elements of Zack Snyder in this, with the guy throwing the can at the back of Superman's head and people booing him and hating on him, because I actually had no problem with a version of Superman where there'll be, as much as there'll be people who love him and even look at him like a god, there'll be also be people who'll be very skeptical of him. He's a fucking alien from from,
Yeah, of course. No,
and
that's normal.
I
That
like that.
yeah.
I like that of him, but he might have. But the people who are hating on him could be because of the aftermath of what we're seeing here. If this is the opening of the movie, then and we saw like a building getting falling down or two as well, which was also a Zack Snyderism. This is a bit of a Zack Snyderism as well. This monster in the city. So if that's the case, and there is a bit of destruction, maybe the people of not Gotham, of
Metropolis.
Metropolis are pissed off with him because he caused a lot of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that could be oh shit, I don't have the chat up. Sorry guys. Hi everyone in the chat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kalex, yes. So is the dog canon? You've never heard of Crypto the Wonder Dog before?
That yeah, I know that was Mr. Terrific. Um Daniel Vance, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mr.
It,
Terrific.
it, the dog is, or the dog is a, when you say
Oh, Mr.
canon,
Terrific's three dogs making the shield around him. Yeah, the little balls that he has kind of fly around him. Yeah, yeah. Hello,
well,
Winslow. James Gunn
the
said,
thing was,
love the
the thing,
multiverse stuff because of listen, if the multiverse is done right, it's excellent. But the problem is, people are already tired of the multiverse, so he has to tread very,
I
very
think it's just
carefully.
too early to have it as well. You can't be having it in his opening movie. And secondly, like, this is a bit of a trope of James Gunn. It's like he likes this ensemble type of thing. So instead of
Yeah,
really just focusing on Superman, we got Hawk Girl, we got um
Guy Gardner.
Terrific, Guy Gardner,
Yeah,
Crypto, even if you want to throw that one in there,
Crypto,
yeah,
Metamorpho. We've got an
we got
ensemble.
all of that. And then
But I mean,
multiple of villains as well, like this dude, and
yeah,
obviously Luther, who and we saw some, like when Terrific was creating that shield, like there was some armored guys there as well. It could be robots, could be armored guys. Who
let's
knows?
get to that. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, so he sees
You
three
heard
Hawk.
James Gunn was a nonce.
What?
Rusty Rivers apparently heard James Gunn was a nonce.
No, he's not a nonce. That's been debunked. It wouldn't surprise me, but he's not. Where you see Rossi Rivers? Oh, there is. Oh,
Is
he's
that
heard
Lois
James
Lane
Gunn.
with him?
No, he's not. He's not Peter.
Is that Lois Lane with Terrific?
Uh, could be. Could be. Yeah, I could see it down there. Yeah, see these guys in weird armor thing. I don't know if that's like related to LexCorp. um, they've even got Calyx or whatever his fucking name is in it. That robot thing that he holds when it falls. But look how stupid that looks. I'm sorry, but Nathan looks ridiculous as Guy
Man,
Gardner.
he's playing Guy Gardner, dude. This is what Guy Gardner looks like,
No, that's what I mean. But it's just hire some Why does Hollywood hate ginger actors? Anyone explain to me?
They
I
hate
know. Like I
male.
said, I
No,
don't
no,
really
they
rate
hate
most
male
people.
ginger actors. They're fine with redheads and
No, they don't. They
women.
replace them as well all the time. They
No,
replace ginger
really.
actors all the fucking time. All the time. Like nobody has an issue when like everyone's okay. Oh yeah, they're race swapped. But a lot of the times when people are being race swapped, a lot of them are fucking ginger actors or ginger characters that are being replaced. And we've not exactly been treated fairly either through fucking life. So I'm getting tired of it. And here we have it again with Guy Gardner. And he doesn't even look ginger here. He's fucking blonde. And that just irks me a lot. It really irks me. Um but so yeah, and behind her we have Hawk Girl, who was played by she was in Madam Web and also Dora the Explorer. Uh, good actress, fine for the role.
Was she Dora herself?
Yeah, she was Dora. Loving
Oh, I
Nicholas
think I
Holt
know
though
that
as
actress. Yeah, look,
Luthor.
yes, yeah. That look, you can see the purple on one side.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Metamorpho. Yeah,
yeah, for sure. But that's the
yeah.
only clip we got of him. Are we setting up for a sequel here? Like,
Oh, I don't know.
and look at
Well, I
the.
mean, he was created. He was created in the that lab that you see Guy Gardner in. Where is it? Hang on. Uh, in this lab here, which is a step or whatever they're called. Not Star Labs. It's something else they're called. Stag.
It
That's
looks
it.
like 70s sci-fi.
Stag. Well, with that haircut, he does. Guy Gardner, definitely. But yeah,
Stag
we have
Industries,
Stags.
yeah.
Obviously, this is a bit. He's entered the building, maybe to stop a meltdown or something from happening, and there's crowd out there that are just like, "Boo this man! Boo him!" You can see the big crowd out there.
Do they know who they're fucking with, right? Like seriously, like you can be pissed off with him, but don't try to run him. He'll
He'll
fuck you up
homeland
in a
you.
heartbeat.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't
Be
turn
happy
him
that
into
he's not.
Homelander.
Be happy that he's not Homelander.
Go to the image. Go to the image of him holding the robot, if you can find that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find. Let's see.
It was just there by the ice. If you go back, yeah, there,
Hold on.
somewhere there, I think.
Let's see. I think it's a bit
A
further
bit, a
down.
bit before that, I think.
Uh,
A bit before the ice.
yeah.
If you play it from there.
Yeah, I'll just play it from. Oh, there it is. Oh,
Yeah.
God damn it. There we go.
Look at
So,
what I'm finding a bit strange is his outfit. Like, this is the first time where I'm seeing a Superman outfit that is not fitting completely. Like, it's got creases in it. When you saw him lying down in the snow, his like the red underwear looked like shorts. Because they're a bit loose. Even his boots, they don't. They have a gap between the calf and the shin at the top of it. They're not clinging to his leg.
yeah.
So I'm not sure how you feel about that
Yeah,
personally.
fine.
And look, he's got a
I
collar as well. Like before, it would just be flat around his
yeah,
neck and stuff.
I'm not fussed. I like the costume design. I never understand the point of having the red underwear. And I also never understand why people are obsessed with having the red underwear. That was an era of a bygone time where you don't fucking have underwear. So I like the Zack Snyder costume of Superman. I thought it was excellent. Like just blue with the symbol and all of that. This is quite similar to it, but it also has the underwear to it, which I don't see the point to it. But overall, I like the design. I like the look. Great actor that they got to play him as well. I've seen him in a few stuff.
Another unknown as well. I mean, yeah, he's been in other
Every
stuff, but
Superman that's been cast has been unknown.
every Superman has to
Every
be an unknown. It has to be.
yeah,
It's compulsory. You know.
it
Um.
it works. It's the same with like James Bond to a degree as well. Sean
Oh,
Connery was an unknown.
well, like basically those movies pushed him to superstardom. Pierce Brosnan did stuff before Bond, but it made him into a megastar. Same with Daniel Craig. Yeah, he did
So
loads of stuff before Bond.
no, Daniel Craig had done Layer Cake and one or two other things, but it wasn't like a
Road to
mega.
Perdition. He did Tomb Raider. And I think he
Yeah,
did
but he wasn't a mega star. Pierce
Munich.
Brosnan was the same. Pierce Brosnan had done loads of
Yes, what I'm
films.
saying. It shot them to superstardom. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he shot them to superstardom, the James Bond stuff. Timothy Dalton.
He was a theatre actor.
Of all of them, he was probably the more established one before he got Bond. Yeah, because he was already doing loads of stuff.
Well, this is the one thing I wanted to mention as well because I think when it comes to
Makes
this
a big advance.
to the Superman soundtrack, why is the names escaping me
John
now?
Williams.
Sorry,
John Williams.
John Williams. I can't believe I went blank on that. John Williams' soundtrack was used in this. It was used a little bit in Superman Returns. Obviously, it was always used in the Christopher Reeve film, but they went a different direction with the Henry Cavill movies. But in my opinion, the Superman theme, it should be like the James Bond theme.
And the
It should
Batman
be
theme.
no, the Batman theme has changed a lot. They've changed.
I know, but it should be from the original.
Well, I have no problem because there've been so many variations of Batman's been done way more times than Superman. So in a way, I have no, and even with like with the Batman quadrilogy, like they changed the music, from the third and fourth one, from the second and first one.
Yeah,
So I don't mind to a degree. It works pretty well, but I think when it comes to Superman,
let
it's
me
got
get
to
rid of
be the same. It's got to be this variations of that as well. You can change it up here and there, whatever, but it's still fundamentally it's got to be the John Williams tune.
Yeah,
So
I agree. There are some things. It's like if you do X-Men animated, you've always got to have the X-Men '92 kind of theme to it.
yeah, exactly.
It just it just works. There are some like Indiana Jones. Even if you recast Indiana Jones, redo Indiana Jones, still got to have the same kind of iconic music, all this kind of stuff. There's just some things, which need to be like Star Wars. If you're doing like a main kind of continuity film, you got to stick with like the good shit. They didn't in Rogue One, and you could tell it kind of really stood out um, a bit. But yeah, so I think one thing I've got to say though, I was watching. Well, I tried to watch Angry Joe's reaction to the trailer, and I got to say, man, that guy is so cringe sometimes. It's unbelievable. Now I like Angry Joe.
I
Don't get me
watched this. Well, what did I watched his thing? What do you disliked about it?
wrong. The way he overreacts to certain things in the trailer, like he's like a fucking like a child, like that's just blown his load for the first time, and I'm like,
He's a
you're a
big
grown. I
Superman
know,
fan, dude.
I know, but
Yeah.
there's a limit. There's a limit. You can say, "Oh my god, this looks amazing. This is great," but every little clip says, "Oh, he's did this, and this Crypto the dog." I was just like, I switched it off because I was like, "You're
And
40 years old."
I
There's
watched it, and I gave him a pass because every time he does a review, he's always wearing that Superman shirt underneath that leather jacket. I've always known him to be a massive Superman fan. I knew he would be going fucking fanboy on this shit, and actually, I thought it was a little bit charming personally. You know,
oh, fair enough. I'm a lot
Very
more
enjoyed that.
of a cynic.
'Cause I actually enjoyed seeing the kid come out of him because we as old men, middle-aged men, if there's an opportunity for us just to feel young again, I'll fucking take it, dude.
Yeah, but that one there was just a limit to that one. It was too much for me. But that's just
Fair
me.
enough.
I'm an old grumpy Gus. But yeah, that's Superman. Let's see what to expect. Of course, it is James Gunn, a guy who I absolutely do not like at all. I tried Creature Commandos. I lasted 13 minutes of episode one before I lost the will to live. I hope because the thing is, he's writing it as well. Like, if he's directing it, fine. But if he's writing it, that's just red flag for me. So I'm hoping. This is the one time where I'm hoping it is a huge just homage to Christopher Reeve's Superman, because then it'll be within a contained bubble of keeping that aesthetic and keeping that tone and that dialogue. But if it's just the aesthetic and nothing else, and it's James Gunn's writing, dear Lord, I worry, and people will lap it up, and then we'll just get dumbed down garbage, and then it's just like, well, that's DC dead for me.
Look,
Uh,
I think James Gunn is very invested in this because he is the Kevin Feige of DC now, and so I feel
yeah,
it's
he,
his personal best interest that he wants things to work.
yeah, but
Um,
he can't
um,
keep everything the same. That's the thing. He can't. You can't have fucking James Gunnisms in everything. Otherwise, it's too
Well, he's
much.
not going to be involved in everything, but I think this is him kicking things off. But he can't, if he's going to be the Kevin Feige, he can't be involved in everything. It's too much work for him to do. He can't direct everything. He can't write everything. He's going to have to pass the batons even to
No, no,
various people when it
I
comes
know
to
that. But what I
Batman,
mean
Green
is,
Lantern, Wonder Woman, Flash.
like how Sony and Star Wars all feel the same kind of bland, hollow garbage these days for Star Wars, and Sony stuff is just garbage. It's because it's got the same producers overseeing everything, and that's why it all feels the same. So I don't want that with James Gunn. I want James Gunn to just be like, I'll overlook it, but do your thing, do your own script, do everything you want to do. At least it's not a Taika Waititi. Well, both of them, mate. Both of them. That are just they both
I'll take
just.
James Gunn over Taika Waititi,
I would
personally.
too. Yeah, I would too. Believe it or not.
If you had to put a gun to my head,
Yeah.
yeah.
After Thor Ragnarok and Love and Thunder, it was just that's enough for me. At least with Guardians 2, at least you had the awesome dynamic between Gamora and her sister, which kept the film from being a complete fucking pile of shit. But with Taika Waititi stuff, there's just no redeeming qualities anymore. Um, so yeah, but anyway, I could ramble on about my hatred for both of them. I just really hope that this is a more reserved James Gunn in the script, and we get moving forward. He just allows carte
I, d-
blanche,
I,
but
I
with
really
tight.
don't want this to. I really don't want this to be another Superman Returns, because Superman Returns, by the way, has the greatest Superman moment in all Superman films. Is where he saves the aeroplane from crashing and puts it on the baseball field. That's fucking
That's
amazing, and that's Superman in
beautiful.
another.
Yeah, it's
Is a
great.
beautiful scene.
But the rest of
But
the film is
that one
shit.
scene is the only good thing about that movie. The rest of the film is shit. It's a mundane drama, love triangle bollocks. You know, I just couldn't fucking stand it. And oh god, why is these names?
Brandon Routh.
Lex, Lex Luthor, the Lex Luthor,
Oh, Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. Like, he's a great actor, even though he's a dickhead. But this wasn't the role for him, in my opinion. He was too
No, I
busy trying
agree.
to be Gene Hackman, yeah,
Yeah, I
and he
didn't
should have
believe
been
he
his own
liked Hugh
character.
Jackman as Lex
It,
Luthor.
exactly, it was a terrible Superman movie with one memorable scene. I really don't want this to be the same thing. It really needs to be a really, like, return to what Superman is supposed to be. I don't. I mean, I don't know. It's really hard to say. Like, I don't want the Henry Cavill stuff, but I want elements of it. Like a little element of it. Like, I want a more modern day take of how people would
Yeah,
would
yeah.
see Superman. At
Look,
the
I
same
liked
time, I
Man of
don't.
Steel. I've said it before. I liked
I
Man of
never.
Steel.
I don't like Man of Steel either.
I
There's just
liked
too
it,
much destruction.
but
I want to see Superman being a hero, like saving people more often. We need a few of those scenes
yeah,
in this film. You
yeah.
know,
You need Superman being Superman, but you also need like an element of danger in it. You can't just have like, oh, it's Kryptonite again. It's like, okay, yeah, we've seen Kryptonite. Let's do something otherworld. That's why I would have loved. I'm glad they're not gone with Brainiac here. I don't want Brainiac to be like coming in
I want
just
Lobo. I
eh?
want fucking Lobo.
Oh, mate,
I want
Superman would have
Jason
been Lobo
Momoa.
without that.
Jason Momoa was born to play
Yeah,
Lobo. Sorry. Um,
yeah. Which I
and
think that's where he's moved into now. He's done with Aquaman.
Yeah, yeah.
Moving on to
And
Lobo.
but honestly, he was more that character than Aquaman, in
Yeah,
my opinion. I mean, even though he's a good Aquaman, I thought one of the best things about Justice League was him. He brought a flair to a very joke like character and made him respectable. But yeah, Lobo, my God, he was made for that role. He was born for. Some people you can see were born for a role. He was born for that. You
yeah,
know,
yeah. Absolutely.
he
No
was.
arguments here. Like I
Yeah.
don't rate him as an actor at all, but I think he'd kill it as Lobo. It's absolutely his type of thing. I don't see how they've not heading down the Brainiac route with his pet appearing in the trailer. What, the big monster thing? Well, I'm guessing they're gonna gear him up for the sequel, which is fine. That's what you
No,
need. But this one,
I, I want Brainiac to be the Thanos. I want him to be the Justice League villain. Because he's top tier. And I like the idea of
I'm down
finally
with
we getting, in 10 years time, whatever, when we got Batman, Wonder Woman, the Lanterns, the Flash, all of these settled in. Yeah,
it. Here's the other thing
and
as well. What are
yeah.
we gonna do with the Batman in this universe?
They'll find something. I mean, they've been figuring out something all the fucking time,
I don't really
So
give a shit who they cast. It's just be interesting to see how they bring him into this one. Wonder Woman. I think Wonder Woman, has Wonder Woman been cast? No.
it could be that Mexican actress who looks a lot like Gal Gadot, actually. Let me see if I can quickly find her. One
Yeah,
second.
it's all right. There's no rush. We're all chilling here, having a nice, like, chilled Superman discussion. DC, bring it on. Slight tangent, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of wonderful animations and things to see, please check out Secret Level on Amazon. It is amazing. Well, I've only seen the first half of it. I'm going to watch the second half of it tomorrow. but it's been awesome. It's just a couple of animated shorts, computer generated animated shorts from games. Like you've got Warhammer, you've got Armored Core, you've got Pac-Man, you've got Dungeons and
Yes.
Dragons, and all that kind of stuff.
Isa Gonzalez, that's his
I, oh, her. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh,
she's
she's
been in
lovely.
loads of things.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
She's already in her 30s though, and I want somebody to. She's going look. What my issue is that she's playing an immortal character,
Yeah, that's the thing. You
and
want them in their
you
like
know
early
you don't
20s.
want to have your character
Like,
age. You know, like if you get her in her mid-20s, she could play that character for 15 years. You know, but if you get her in her 30s already, then she's gonna have to really fucking go on the Botox to keep looking the fucking same age as she did when she first
oh,
started
that's
playing that character.
technology. I don't think they have to go to the extreme of the Botox.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We'll see how that goes. With casting Wonder Woman. Um, but yeah, that's it. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. God knows what we'll see. And
fingers
yeah,
crossed,
check
baby.
out later for Star Trek. Fingers crossed this isn't too much of a James Gunn type film. And join the other guys later for their review for the final episode of Lower Decks. Is it the final ever episode?
Or a final ever episode of Lower Decks.
Thank God
Yeah, and
for
you'll be
that.
seeing Santa Claus on that one, I'm afraid.
Oh, so Zam's
So
going to be sleeping, and
yes.
Xanta will take over and expose his sack on live stream.
Yep.
So